we're getting a break in the rain that we had.
My goodness, and we needed a break from the rain. We're actually running above or a surplus right now in terms of rainfall on the season. If you
go back to
go back to earlier in the year, remember we were talking about drought through February, through March, and even April and parts of May. That essentially has been extinguished, but that severe weather threat still remains though across the Arklatex today through Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas, just south of Little Rock, Arkansas, and through Monroe and Shreveport. Today, tomorrow, that zone still lurks across the I-10 corridor and along I-55 if you're headed southbound. And then we start to see that storm system stretch out a little bit and weaken too. Most of what we see on Wednesday should remain sub-severe. A few severe thunderstorms are possible. But part of the reason why we start to see that drop down in classification is because the system becomes a bit more stretched out. So it's not all co-located together. In fact, it is on the move. So later on this week through Thursday and Friday, we'll start to take on clouds and then eventually rainfall from that system as well. I think our severe weather threat is overall low. The chance of rain is right around a half an inch to about an inch or so for most of us over the next 6 to 7 days, though we can't rule out isolated pockets of 2, maybe even 3 inches of rainfall, as some of the model guidance is hinting at right now on Martha's Vineyard and through the south coast and perhaps near Falmouth and Woods Hole. Otherwise, I think the pattern will remain dry over the next several days and warm as well. Let me sort of put this into context here. The past 7 days, we have had high temperatures below average each and every day. And some of that has been really low. Thursday, the last week, was actually about 20 degrees cooler than normal. So where we're at right now is already leaps and bounds better in terms of starting off the day at 52 in Boston, 47 in Worcester, and Providence sitting at about 49 degrees. The afternoon today, if you're at the shoreline, likely 65 to 66 because of that east wind or that sea breeze. Otherwise, through Metro West, through Worcester, through Route 2, conditions are likely 70 to perhaps 71 degrees. And then tomorrow, we see everyone climb into the 70s, maybe even upper 70s, given the more southerly component to the wind throughout the day Tuesday. I think that day will feel more like summer as the skies do remain dry. In fact, speaking of feeling like summer, it is very likely that the next week to week and a half, starting the month of June through June 2nd and June the 8th, is likely warmer than normal across not just the northern tier, but also much of the northeast and along the I-95 corridor. It's only a small section of the nation's midsection that likely has cooler than normal conditions. So otherwise, that is trading or boding very well for much of the lower 48. We'll start to see temperatures really climb up on Tuesday, 75 to 76 degrees through Wednesday. That heat, though, has another side, and some of that, unfortunately, turns into showers and thunderstorms. Remember, we're tracking that through our region on Thursday and Friday, and even into Saturday, too. After we dry out, June the 1st is likely starting off on a relatively warmer note in the low to mid 70s.